Hey, what's up, y'all? I was supposed to go live yesterday, but I'm jet lagged. I am on the schedule of Asia. So I have been asleep most of the daytime and I'm usually up. Um, when y'all are up, I'm usually asleep. And so, baby, that's 7 o'clock. Bitch, I was sleepy as hell. So I said, I'm going to come in the daytime today on Saturday. So here we go. this, I'll get back in the swing of things when, my schedule always kind of rotates. But good morning. I am back home feeling fabulous, feeling love. This black is giving wealthy widow. Come on, and darling, this isn't black. This is navy, darling. Silk. It's giving rich, old school auntie sitting up in the house smelling good. And I am smelling good. I'm smelling like Penhaligon's. This is my scent today. Ew. I love this. It smells good. This is if you're in Europe, this is you can get this anywhere though, but this is one of the oldest fragrance lines in London. But I love it. It smells so good. I have a couple of fragrances by them. I like them because they last so long not compared to other people, but this is one of the lines that their scents just last super, super long. So that is my tea. But yes, I'm feeling love. Just woke up. Well, didn't just wake up, but I've been up for about 2 hours. But have my tea, feeling real grand. Have my bee pollen. If y'all don't, I love bee pollen. This is considered a superfood. And for me, it suppresses my good appetite. So when I want to stretch out, not wanting to eat, child, I fucks with bee pollen. The real Charlie Kirk widow, never. Baby, I live for Erica Kirk though. Y'all know she one of them old school white girl that hustle up in the ranks of a coin, baby. And for her to be at the top of this turning point coin after being on game shows, dating game shows, and dating other niggas, and oh my god, I kind of live a little bit. I don't live for her side of the aisle, but I always can appreciate a bitch coming up on her hustle. So Erica Kirk, while I don't like her side of the aisle, but the hustle of her creeping in and coming up and owning one of these right wing nigga shit after he get his neck Swiss cheese, baby, for her to be out in her sparkles and doing concerts and doing interviews with Nicki Minaj. We didn't even know who Erica Kirk was. Now, honey, we know her. She is, you know, I live for that. That portion of the trajectory I live for. I live for a bitch coming up and hustling and coming up on top of a nigga coin. I live. It reminds me of when no, it doesn't remind me of this, but it gives me the same vibes, the same joy that I got when I found out that who is the girl, who is the Asian and white? actress. People don't know she Asian. People think she's white. She was on Real Housewives recently. She plays Bride of Chucky. What is her fucking name? Big old titties, Asian and white girl. She plays Bride of Chucky. What's her name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know who I'm talking about. She plays the voice, the Bride of Chucky. She's Jennifer Tilly. Jennifer Tilly. Is that her name? Jennifer Tilly? Tiffany something not Tiffany is Jennifer Tilly. Yes, Jennifer Tilly. So Jennifer Tilly, I didn't know that she owns part of The Simpsons because of she won it in a divorce. I'm like, bitch, because she was with that man for a long time, and he tried to pay her like 150,000 or something, whatever little amount of money. And they was like, girl, get you a lawyer. And she got you a lawyer. And baby, she got half of The Simpsons. So as long as Simpsons is going on, she got a Simpson coin. I live for that. Because she was with him during the time that he was coming up making it. I live. I know her as Bonnie Jo from Family Guy. See, I don't watch Family Guy. Not as a, like I watch it. I've seen clips so I know what Family Guy is, but I don't watch it to know the characters like that. I know is it Stewie, the little baby with the football head, and I know Brian, the dog, and I think the daughter's name is Meg. I think I know the characters, but I don't watch it where I'm like, I know all the tea about Family Guy. But anyway, that's what I feel about Erica Kirk. Like I feel like, oh, bitch, you lucked up. You lucked up and found the dumb Christian dude to marry you because she sold the idea that she hadn't been with a lot of men. But like if you Google Erica Kirk and her past history with dating, he thought that she hadn't been with people, but she literally has been on game shows dating men and like she's been with a lot of men. Not that I'm not judging at all. Not that I'm not one of them people, but just the fact that she was able to fool this conservative clown into thinking she was wifey material, which she still is. I mean, she still be wifey material, but by their standards. And then he gets kirked, and then she gets to be the president of the org of the company. Girl, that is a love. I live for that. I love that. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Tammy Faye, baby. Good morning. Glad you made it back home safely. I did. And I'm headed to DC for Creating Change Conference. Y'all going to the Creating Change Conference? Or is that just the social justice girlies? I need her corporate origin story. You know how they do coming up. She did what Elizabeth Hasselbeck tried to do. Cute top. Hey, Hannah. Thank you. Thank you. This actually is not a top. This is a long, very Alexis Carrington silk, long, sexy, smooth, and soft robe, baby. I feel a love in this. You bring your trade over and you sit down, shake your titties a little bit, and then you can undo the straps and he can pull it down and pop a titty out and suck on it. And as he's sitting next to you, you smell good and he rubbing on you. Your body feels soft, the silk feels soft. This makes you feel like a grown woman. Grown woman. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Erica looked like the blind children of the corn kids if they grew up. Yeah, she does kind of. I get that. Is that from the ladies in Vietnam? It is. It is. It is. I got two of them, Brianna. I got I got this dark one that's navy, and then I have one that is like a tan, but it has like a Hold on, let me see if I can reach it. It's in my suitcase that I haven't unpacked. So I have this same exact thing in silk in this. Isn't this fabric sickening? This fabric is love. It's just like this, but it's just oh, I love it. Same exact thing, but in that fabric. Love, 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 love. Baby, they got it to ain't that fabric sickening? I live. And let me clock it to you, because Brianna, you know, once you was gone, I had to go nuts. I didn't have your guidance. I didn't have your responsible mind. So, because I loved, you really can't get into it, but because I love that lining, that fabric so much, that coat that I got made got the lining on the inside. Fire, 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 fire. It fits perfectly. Love it. And it got the silk lining on the inside. And it cost an extra $100, but it was love. It was absolutely love. I loved it. What else did I get though that you didn't see? What else did I get? Yeah, I think the extra things I got was the coat. We definitely need to go back. Honey, we already talked about what I'm trying to do. I'm already moving and shaking. Let's see if I can. Where are they at? I don't know where I put them. I think I put them in the closet. They're cute too. The white ones, the white ones. I didn't get them to make any more extra shoes. I just got the red ones, the black and white ones, and the Are you going to create and change or no? I'm gonna pull a lot of it out. You're gonna see some of it. Um, and the white shoes. I don't know if I'm gonna wear the white shoes. The white shoes is for it's some spring looks that I want to wear with them. But this now that I'm going to DC, baby, I wanted to do my winter. I want to do shit. I'm busting out. Like I bust out. Wait, where my thing? I posted this picture on Instagram, but I have a fox fur that I got. This right here, baby, real fox. I'm a girl who likes a fur, a real fur. you know, I like to. I'm ethical in other parts of my life, but not fashion. Sorry. Sorry. But yes, I have a leather jacket that I put this on. My friend Terrell, has Terrell been on the show? I don't think Terrell has been on the show, but Terrell follows Marsha's play, and he's a cool friend. He lives in the Ukraine, and baby, he sent me a video of him in the Ukraine in this fucking fox fur shop. And I said, boy, if you don't give me one of them motherfucking hats and them motherfucking shawls, if I need you to give me one of them furs, baby. And he got me one of the furs. He got me a hat and he got me this shawl. And I was like, oh, baby, I love her. She feels so sickening. So I'm going to, because I live in Houston, I don't get to bust out furs. So because I'm going to DC and it's going to be cold, I'm going to be furred up. So I'm going to bust out the fur, bust out that. And that's the reason I don't want to be busting out like no big, silly fur, even though I don't own one of those. But my dream, if I ever become rich, my dream is to have like a big ass, very 90s, big ass Lil' Kim chinchilla, black, gray, white, chinchilla ass motherfucking big ass coat with a black cat suit under and a red lip or something. I live. Crazy. That's what that's what I live for. Yes. Well rested. Absolutely. What did wait, hold on. Oh, I already showed you all what what I got in Bangkok. I got the I got the Dior and I got the Dior, I got Bottega, the Bottega clutch, that green one that I showed you. And then I got the that pretty Louis. What else? What else did I get that was and I got a wallet because I love a cute leather good. I got a that nursing bag. I don't know what the nursing bag is. Which one is a nursing bag? Um I can grab those. Yes, these. Yeah, these were just prices that I could not prices that I could not. I love this. So this is my, Brianna, I was looking for that green Fendi first because Samantha, anybody who knows me know I love Samantha from Sex and the City. And Samantha, when she did her cameo on Sex and the City not Sex and the City on and just like that, when Samantha came back and was in the car, when she had the silver jacket and the red, this picture right here. So I love Samantha. She was one of my favorite characters on the show, on Sex and the City. So when she came back, it was a thing, and she was sitting in that car with that silver jacket and that red dress and that l- green. Oh my God. So, I love the Fendi First. That's one of my favorite bags. So I have a Fendi First, but I was looking for that one, but I couldn't find that one. So I found one, but mine is like a blush pinky color. And I love it, but this is the one that I wanted, but that one was $6,000. It was too high. It was too much. Assy green, yes. So because I couldn't find this one at a reasonable price, because this one was too high, especially once she was on a cameo. Baby, when I saw this Bottega in the same color, I said, "Oh, baby, this is the one. Fuck that Vinnie Verse. I'm gonna get this one. I love her. She is my sickening. She's the perfect color, just like that color." And I was like, "Oh, this is sickening." So I'm gonna get this one. So then this one, I love this. This is that Galliano era Dior with a double saddle. These motherfucking things open up and they are I got actually put some shit in there. So I love this. This is the green that made me fall in. This is the ostrich green that made me fall in love with Dior. This ostrich leather, and I have a saddlebag from this era too, but I wanted this color. So love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And then this is not an Aaron Lang, Alexander Wang. Uh, this is fucking dope. I love this orange. It was dyed by the period blood of Oompa Loompas. But what I love about it is that it looks like a cute little structure purse like this, leather, blah, 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 cute, 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 cute. But you can take this down and make it into a book bag. I got a little chain somewhere, but it's a chain that come here and you can put it here on these little things and it can be like a little book bag. Isn't that cute? I fucking love this. So you can make it look sporty or make it look like it's just a cute little structure purse. I fucking love this. This is my tea. And while I am tired of the brown Louis Vuitton. Not that I got a couple of brown Louis Vuittons. I have a M Sully that I got in 2014. Love it, but it cracked for some reason. And I had it in this bag. I had it in its the duster bag, and I had it in the closet. And I didn't really wear it too much, but the leather cracked. That annoyed the fuck out of me. So I don't get to wear it anymore. So that's the brown one that I usually would like to wear. I've been wearing my Gucci babushka, but I wanted another brown Louis. And so this one, oh, let me pull this down. These little embellishments, it got this gold motherfucking flap on the inside. This, it's not super cute, but it is so cute to me. The hardware is cute, and just these little, y'all know I love a bead, embellishment hardware that looks kind of weird and funky, and it got these little LVs on the gold LV little things. I love this. This is so cute. This is so quirky and cute to me. So I hadn't seen a LV like this, and so I was like, that was running around on nobody's arm too much. So I love this. So I got this one, and it was fire. And I think that's all the bags that I got in Bangkok. Um, yeah, I don't think I got any more bags, but I got I got some shoes. I got some fire ass Converse. They are olive green. Where are they? Are they close to me to grab? They are not. They're like olive green with these brass fucking hardware on them, like Converse, but they were a collaboration with this menswear designer out of London. And I love his stuff because it's like not rustic, that's not the right word, but I don't know what the word is when they go hunting and shit. Whatever that not equestrian was, because that ain't that about horses. What's the when the that kind of Ralph Lauren hunter looking ass shit that he be doing. Um but anyway, I don't know what the word is, but it looks like that, and I got them. So I got some shoes, and they like Chuck Taylors. Now I could buy these anywhere, but I bought these shell toe Adidas because they classic, and I want them to go with my Adidas duffel. So when I travel and think thinking about moving to Bangkok, I'm not thinking about moving to Bangkok, bitch. Let me tell y'all, this is why it's hard. It kind of is shady when you travel by yourself. So the whole trip, I'm with my girl. So we have a good time. We have a da 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 da. When I get by myself, that's when these motherfuckers get to trying me. So I told y'all a little bit on the last, I think on my last live. Let me tell you, now I can give y'all the story. Did I give y'all a story? Did I give y'all a story about the cab driver trying to charge me $1,000? Hey Jess, how are you? I haven't seen you posting. Did you get off of Facebook? Did you leave Facebook? So child, this place is getting spooky. Thailand looks lit. I went to a bunch of places in Asia, and I don't want to do Bangkok, but I do have a place that I'm looking into. Um you were scared the police was going. Oh, okay. Wow. Brianna, since you're here, I'm gonna tell you, child. Let me tell you what happened, what they tried to get me together. So it's Friday night, and this is Bangkok. So I'm like, oh well, let me go see what the girls is giving. Cause when I tell you the city is full of the lady boys, full of the trans, full of the girls, child. It is full. It is full, 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 full. When the lights go, daytime and nighttime, but when the lights go off, baby, it turns into Babylon. The holes is lining the streets. The pimps are lining the streets because sex work is legal there, and it is the girls are the ones. The men come there for the girls. So the city is full of the girls. Like you go to the mall, you see the girls, you go to the street, you see the girls, you go to here, you see the girls, the girls, the girls, the girls, the girls. So the girls are like a norm there. A nigga tell you he love going to Bangkok is because he likes the girls. If a dude moves to Bangkok, it's because he likes the girls. Because you are going, it is a 50-50 chance that you're going to run into one of the girls. That's just the honest to God truth. Anyway, so I'm thinking, let me go to the gay club. Let me go to the bar. Anytime I go to a city, I want to see what the gay scene is giving. I want to see what the queer scene, LGBT scene, da, 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 da. So I Google, see who all is giving all of that. 80-20. This is what the trade said when we was in the hotel. The trade said, if she's a bad bitch, it is 80% chance that she's a trans woman. If she's average, it is a 50% chance. If she don't look like nothing, it's an 80% chance she's cis. That's what the trade said in the hotel lobby when we was talking. If she a bad bitch, it is an 80-20% chance that is a trans woman. If she a 9, no, he said if she's an 8 to 10, it is an 80% chance that she's a trans woman. If she's a 6 to 8, it is a 50-50 chance that she's a trans woman. If she's a 6 and below, she is cis. That is what the trade said. I don't know, but it seemed legit when I was walking around. So anyway, y'all, so I'm like going to the club. So anybody who been to Asia, everybody say, hey, you need to get the Grab app, because the Grab app is the version of Uber. Uber owns it, child. But it's just basically Uber, but for Asia. So me and Brianna been there all fucking month. And so we've been using it. It's been sickening. It's been cheap. It's been love. $2-3 to ride all across town. We've been using it all month. It's been good. It's been love. Ain't never had no problems. We've been riding tut-tuts, been riding cars, been riding trucks, going to airports. We've been using Grab. It's been love. I'm like, oh, this been cute. No problems, no nothing. So I'm like, cool. So I'm going to catch a Grab. I'm going to get dressed, get beat, get cute. I done bought some cute little things. So I'm going to get cute, be, the Black American girl, honey. Y'all don't see girls like me often, baby. And these bitches is small, so I'm giving you big, voluptuous black girl, honey. So I'm coming in rocking socket, baby. Y'all ain't used to me, so I'm going to come and be me. So he driving. Now, in Bangkok is like Houston. If you've ever been to Houston, Houston is a big ass city. So it takes to get from one side of town to another. If it's traffic, it's going to take you like 2 hours to get from one side to another. It's not no joke. It takes me if it's no traffic, it takes me at least 30 to 40 minutes to get to the airport, either airport that I go to. So if it's traffic, baby, you're going to take an hour and a half. So it is big. Bangkok is a big city. So it takes you forever to get to places because of traffic. You could search, oh, this place is close to this place. Baby, you get in that car, baby, it's going to take you a minute to get there, even though the distance is short. So the distance say is not far from us. But it tells me it's going to take me like 40 minutes with traffic to get from my hotel to the place. Cool. So we drive and we get in our life, blah, 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 blah. Now, mind you, the riders, they speak a little bit of English, but they don't, you can't hold a conversation with them. They can do the basics, which I'm in their country. So ain't nobody mad at that. Ain't nobody mad about it. Ain't nobody tripping about it. So because I'm in their shit, bitch, you supposed to learn their language just like we expect them to learn our language when they over here, all that kind of stuff. So I don't ever be tripping about no language shit. So we riding and we finally get, I see on the app that we getting close to where we going. Now, what I have learned in Bangkok, they'll try to, I don't want to say it's they'll play you, but it ain't playing you. It's not playing you. No, no, no. I don't even get that impression. They'll, unlike other places, instead of taking you exactly where you're supposed to go, they will take you somewhere. They will pull up to somewhere close and be like, "Oh, it's, you can just walk. It's right there." And it won't be like 2 blocks away. It won't be that, but it'll be like, bitch, this ain't where my stop is. And I don't read this language and I don't speak this language. So I can't, you need to get me where close to where I'm going. You can't just drop me off somewhere and tell me go over there. Because like in America, yeah, you can, because I can read the signs of the but somewhere that the language ain't doing the language, bitch. No, you need to take me where the fuck I say I'm going. Don't be like, it's right there, and it don't be just right there. So they'll do that where they'll drop you off somewhere near where you going, but bitch, you make the wrong turn, you ain't by where you at. So he tried to do that shit. This driver tried to do that stuff. So he pulls up to close to where we're going, but I could tell we're not by there. I can tell we're not by where we're going, but I can also tell that it's Friday night and this is the area to be in. So you get what I'm saying? So I'm not tripping. I can get out the car and just walk and figure it out. This is what I came for. I came to come to the spot where it was popping, and you can just really let me out. So he pulls up to the curb. Like he pulls up to the curb to let me out. So let me give you what it looks like. So you know how the car, you got the sidewalk, the curb, and then the car. But how this street is made, it is like it's like an indention that a bunch of those scooters that people be riding. That's another thing. A bunch of scooters on the street. But it's like an indention. So think about a bird's eye view of a curb. So you got the curb, you got the street over here, a sidewalk over here, and curb. Think about the bird's eye view, like you looking down. The curve turns in towards the sidewalk, goes down, and then comes out. So think about this like not half a block, but like a quarter of a block of this indention where it's just lined up bikes. Bike, 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 bike. So curb, indention, bike, 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 curb starts again. So he pulling up next to the bikes where the curb should be, but it's bikes. And so all you have to do is open up your door and get out and like walk through the bikes, and you're on the sidewalk. Am I explaining that right? So if do y'all get it? Am I explaining it right? So it's like it would, when you get out the car, it's just bikes, and you can just walk through the bikes and be on the curb. But if he pull up a little bit more, it will be a curb that you can just get out of the car and step on the curb. That's how it looks. So when he pulls up to where the bikes are, so think about like 6 feet. So when he pulls about where the bikes are, he doesn't speak English. And you know, sometimes when people are speaking to you in your language and they don't know how to do all the inflections, sometimes it can seem like they're being rude or rushy, but they're not. They just don't know how to speak your language. So they're just using the basic words that they kind of know to say. So say, so if we were in America, he was like, oh, okay, you can get out here and yeah, your place to go is da 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 da. But how he says it was, okay, you can get out, because he doesn't speak our language. So he using the words that he know, and he's not trying to be rude. But if we were in America, he would sound rude. Does that make sense? He don't know how to say, you know, how to say it politely or say it in a more like nice way. So he was like, oh, you can get out. So I'm not taking offense to it, but I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know he was stopping for me to get out because we weren't by the place that I was supposed to be. And so I'm like, oh, okay. So I cracked the door by, he doesn't have all the vocabulary. Exactly. And he doesn't have like the the niceties. He's like, oh, you can get out. This is where you at. So I crack the door. I don't open it all the way up. I crack the door and he hits the gas and pulls up like 6 feet. So I kind of closed the door back because I thought because he said you can get out. So I'm almost about to put my leg out the door and get out, but he hits the gas and he starts moving again. So I close the door back like, oh, like what's going on? So he pulls up maybe like 6 feet closer to where I'm supposed to be. So I guess in his mind, he was like, oh, let me get her a little bit closer. But remember, he had already told me to get out. So he pulls up like 6 feet more, and he gets closer to the curb side, but he's like, it's like curb and bikes. Now we're not just fully by the bikes, we're kind of by the curb. But remember, only thing in between the car and me is the bikes, the car and the bikes, and then the sidewalk. We're not like, there's no street in between us. The street is over here because he's pulling close to the curb. So when he pulls up 6 feet, he says it again. Okay, you can get out. And I'm like, are you gonna stop? Like, I don't say this, but I'm like, nigga, I was trying to get out back there, but you kept pulling, you kept rolling. Okay, we good. So I'm like, but remember, my brain is processing what's going on. So I'm like, oh, are you gonna stop? Are you telling me to get out here? Or, like, my brain is processing, okay, I don't want you to hit the gas again because you just did that. But okay, great. This is where I'm supposed to be. That's how I'm seeing. I'm like, okay, great. So I grab my purse and I open the door. And when I open the door, a scooter rams into the door, and a lady on a scooter, and falls down on the ground. So now I close the door back. So she doesn't. So let me explain this too. It's almost like I push her with the door, not like she runs into the door. As I'm a neurodivergent person. Yes, it is a lot. So, it's not that she runs and I have the door open and she runs into the door. What it is like, because I don't just open the door, I crack it, and it's almost like I push her bike, like I push her scooter. So she falls down and she gets up. It's not funny, but that's wild as fuck. But so now I'm thinking, is she hurt? Like, I'm like, are you okay? I'm open. I can't really open the door because her bike is right there. So I can't just open the door. I can't even, like, I'm a big girl. I can't get out unless the door is fucking open. And so I can't even get out of the car because the bike is in the way. So that's what I'm saying. She didn't run into the door. It's almost like the door pushed her. So when she gets up, the driver gets out of the car and comes around to our side. He looks at his door. There's no damage to the door. We all are saying, are you okay? I'm not out the car because I can't get out the car because of the bike is in the way. So I can't get out and help her because the bike is in the way. But she gets up. She says she's okay. I can't speak their language, but you can tell, like, you can tell what's going on by looking at what happened. She was like, it's okay. So she doing like this, don't worry about it. And she gets back on her bike. She lifts her bike up, get back on her bike, move it forward towards the curb. Don't worry about it. Blah, 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 blah. So I can see her physically. I don't understand their language, but I can hear her, the way she's moving and how her expressions. That all is the same in any language. And she's saying, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Da, 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 da. And so he gets up and he looks at the car. He looks at the door. No damage is done with the door. I finally can open up the door and get out of it. And I was like, are you okay? Blah, 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 blah. I am so sorry. Blah, 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 blah. This dude comes over. Dude that don't have nothing to do with what we got going on. The dude that's driving is about to go back to his driver's side. The girl is about to pull off. She about to go. But the dude driving the tut-tut, Now a tuk-tuk is like a little, it's not a car, it's like a motorcycle that has something built around it where you can ride two people. Like it's like a I think I showed y'all the picture, but just in case y'all wasn't here for the other one. Show me a tuk-tuk in Cambodia. This is looking real. It's these. It's these little things. Like they bikes, but they got like a little thing on them, like a little wagon or something. They don't all look like that, but but I want to see one. See how I can. Oh, this is how they look. Bam. This is exactly how they look. So it only seats like two people. The rider is right in the front by the wheel, and then there's two people in the back. It only seats like two people. So yes, a tuk tuk, motor cab. Yeah, I don't know what a motor cab is, but that. We don't have these where I ain't ever seen them before. So taxi are scam as fuck there too. Yeah, I don't do the taxis. I do. That's why you do Grab, because you can't get scammed. Grab pays through your card. You get, it gives you the rate. Can't nobody play with you and charge you more. Me and Brianna went on these little riding things. They said it was gonna be $300, not $300, but their 300, which is not our 300, but 300 basically. And when we got done, bitch, they had tripled it to 900, and we like, it was annoying, but that's why we don't play with y'all like that. We was trying to be cute and do something cute, but y'all want to play. It's cool. We give y'all the 900 and we be done. So all right. So anyway, back to the story. So the dude in the tuk-tuk, he gets out the tuk-tuk and stops the driver and the girl in the truck. But he looks dead at me, and I can tell he's clocking that I am an American. So he gets to talking to them, and I'm a street bitch. Street language, it don't matter what language you speak. Hustle looks the fucking same, bitch. You can't. I'm a street bitch. I know what it looked like. I don't need to understand your language, motherfucker, to know when the hustle is sparking. So, like I told y'all, she was about to go about her business, and he was about to get in his car and continue his little ride, because wasn't no damage done to his car. So the tuk-tuk nigga come over there and try to convince them and tell them that's an American. Y'all can get some motherfucking money out of her because she done knocked that girl off this bike with that door. Because you can say your door is damaged, and you can say you done got da-da-da. You can see in her face that she understands what he's trying to get her to do, but she's not for sure of how comfortable she is with it. You can see it in her body language that she's considering it, but I don't know. I'm okay though. Like you can see it, like you can see what's going on. But the driver, when he gets when the dude tell him the idea, he like, yeah. He goes with it. She not going with it, but he goes with it. And so he starts speaking English, not English like, oh, he know English all the time, but enough. He was like, oh, you damaged my car and you're going to have to pay me for damaging my car. And I was like, dude, I'm sitting here looking at it, and nothing on your car is damaged. Nothing. Literally nothing. This is the car. This is him standing. So literally on his car, nothing is wrong with his car. Nothing. Hey, Janicia. So nothing is wrong with his motherfucking car. So, and this is her. Her standing there. Let me see if I can do the So she comes over there like, what's going on? Now y'all having me stop here about what's going on, like about trying to get some money out of her. She not talking. She's like, if y'all get some money out of her, cool. But I kind of don't feel it, but I understand. But you can see it in her. She like, if he can convince her to give us the money, if she can convince, if he can convince her to get us some money, I'm gonna stand here and see if he can convince her. So the taxi driver is trying to convince me to give him $1,000. And so my demeanor changed once I see, oh, this is another thing that tipped it off. The tuk-tuk dude go and talk to another dude, come over and say, what's going on? And then he says, I can't. I'm trying to give y'all an example. Any queer person or trans person is gonna know it. Really, anybody, but especially if you queer and trans, you know how a motherfucker try to tell your tea to somebody, and they turn their body and tell your tea to that person, and the other person do like this to look at you, and they think they being slick, but they not being slick. And so the other person, you can tell what's being said by how the other person is reacting. Like, you know, you trying to clock my motherfucking tea, and you think you being slick by turning your face away from me. But bitch, I know, bitch, I live this life. I know what the fuck this is going on. This happens all the time, especially when you young and you clocky. I know how this goes. Or if you a butch queen that's kind of feminine and the motherfucker is trying to be cute and say some slick shit, all of that. This is something we go through all the fucking time. So you ain't being slick. We know what the fuck you doing. And so that's what happened. So the tuk-tuk dude, when the dude come over and ask what's going on, you can tell that the tuk-tuk dude is telling him what's going on. And the tuk-tuk dude start laughing like, y'all trying to get these Americans. Y'all trying to hustle. All right, do what y'all do. You literally see him physically laughing and saying, all right, I'm about to go. Because he's supposed to be like the security of, not security, but not of the street, but he's like the security guy of this club that we are by that I'm trying to get in. Do you feel what I'm saying? So anyway, when I see all of this going on, my hustle brain come on, and I'm like, oh, y'all trying to hustle me. And I'm in a situation where I'm in a city I don't know. I'm alone. I'm an American. You know what I'm saying? All of these variables, it's pissing me off. Like it's making me nervous and pissing me off. So when he comes out of his mouth and says, you're gonna have to pay me $1,000. I say, motherfucker, I'm not paying you shit. Exactly like that. Motherfucker, I'm not paying you shit. Your car ain't damaged. She okay. And bitch, you the one who told me to get the fuck up out of the car. You told me to get out the car. So when I tried to get out the car back there, you kept driving and then told me to get out the car then. So I got out the car, and honey, she got bumped. She shouldn't have been on this side of the curb anyway, because I also looked up the laws. The only way it is your fault is if you're not by the curb. Like if you by the curb, nobody should be driving in between you and the car and the curb. Nobody should be riding in between that. They should be on the other side, on this side of the car, because that's just how they're supposed to be. So she shouldn't have been in that lane anyway. The period. So I looked it up, making sure that I wasn't, because also you are in the right, you are in the wrong. If, like, say that I opened up the car on the street side if I opened up the in their I don't know how it works in America. I don't know what the law is, but if I open up the car door in Thailand on the street side and the fucking person runs into the car door, it is the whoever opened the door's fault, but not on the curbside. Anyway, but in the midst of the moment, I'm like, I'm not paying you shit. She's saying she's all right. So now now my brain is like, what do I do in this situation? And he was like, well, 1 second, I'm going to call the police. And I'm like, No. He didn't say the police yet. He was like, I was like, I don't understand what the fuck y'all talking about, but I can tell that there's a hustle. I'm not paying you shit. I'm not paying you shit. So what we going to do here? That's basically what I'm saying. What we going to do? She's all right. So now that I know she's all right, I'm not the normal. I don't know. I know y'all used to these white Americans, these Karens, these Chads. Baby, I'm a Keisha. And y'all not gonna play me. So once it got to the point where it's like, oh, this ain't going nowhere because we really can't speak each other's language. And I can see her saying, oh, she's not giving up no money. So I'm about to go and I got shit to do. So I'm about to get on the car. And so he's trying to convince her to stay. Then the dude in the tuk-tuk done pulled off. He done started the mess and he done pulled off. But I can see him say, I'm letting y'all know. Y'all can figure it out. Y'all can get some money out of that motherfucker. I can see all of this going on in their body language and how they're doing what they need to do. So once I see that we are at an impasse, I turn my big body self. And first of all, another thing, I'm not a small woman, baby. Y'all not about to twirl me. I'm about to light y'all ass up. However it goes down in this motherfucker, we about to rumble. Yes, that's what it's about to be. So these aren't big people. These small people. We about to go head. I know she not no twirler. I can tell how she acted. She not no twirler. I'm gonna get you right together. Tuk, he really just trying to put y'all on to the hustle. That's what he trying to do. So that's why he went on about his business. So boom. Once the shit is going on where I feel like we're at an impasse, I know you all right. Ain't no damage to the car. I'm up out of here. I'm about to go. So I get my ass up on the curb and walk down the street. He caught himself coming up from behind me and saying, hey, no, but he can't speak English. Remember, he's saying, hey, no, stop, hey, stop. I'm calling the police. Call them. But don't walk up on me. Call them. And so I tip. I know I can't go into the club that I said I was going to go into because if anything go down, if I don't know, and remember, I don't know the laws. I don't know I haven't looked it up yet. I don't know what is going to happen in this situation. Sure, call the police. Y'all, if y'all find me, cool. We'll talk about what's going on. But now I'm like, I can't go to the club that I was planning on going to because the app done told that that's where I was going. So I need to get back to the hotel because now I'm pissed. Now I'm pissed. I'm scared. I'm like, I'm in another country. I'm alone. I'm in fucking Babylon. It's nighttime. Everything is like, what the fuck is going on? I'm pissed off. And now is the police going to be looking for me? Honey, what is going on? I'm like, it's just wild. So I'm walking through this street. Now, this is cultural shit. I'm walking through this street and baby, the girls, this is the area. So I want y'all to understand this is the queer area of town. And this is Babylon, baby. This is like, so think about, I think I told y'all this last time. Think about Harlem. Think about Harlem like Lenox. If you ever been in New York, I don't know where else. I don't know any other reference, but think about Harlem. Think about how on both sides of Lenox are like shops, like it's stores that you can shop at, and You can walk past, you go in this store, buy stuff, come in this store, come out, go to another store. It looks exactly like in in New York, like Lenox. That's what it looks like. But it's at nighttime. And you know how when you walking down Lenox, like you got the street sellers, the vendors that's on the street with the tables, and they selling all of their little stuff. And you have y'all been to New York and seen that part of New York? Let me see if I can find a picture of that. Street vendors in Harlem, New York. Yeah, like this. So, like, if you go to New York and go to like Harlem, that's kind of you will walk past a bunch of people selling shit, kind of like a street plaza. Yeah, kind of like that. Um, Bangkok has vendors everywhere. Yes, but I want to give the look. It's like a night market, but so I'm giving y'all the look, but I want y'all to change. I want y'all to change. I live in New York, yes. So y'all know. So New Yorkers know what I'm talking about. So think about Linux, think about that, but take the street vendors off the street and put prostitutes in chairs in rows like they in church. Every store on Harlem has a different set of hoes. Standing, not standing. Some of them are standing, but many of them are in chairs like pews, sitting in chairs in rows in front of each one of their stores. Like think about like if you was at a like if you was at a like a concert, not a concert, like if you was at a fucking um like a cookout and they had all them white chairs in a row sitting. And so they all now some of them all are in the same uniform. Like if you work for this store, some of them all have white on. Some of them all have pink on. Some of them all have red on. But as you walk down this street, each storefront has the holes in front of them ready to work. So you can walk past and pick one and take them into the house, and not in the house, take them into the storefront and pick your holes, and you go upstairs and da da da. So dudes are coming up picking while you're walking down the street. It's cis women. All of these girls are, you don't know what's going on. It could be the girls, but this is a gay area. So a lot of these are lady boys. So clock that T. So you got some that are standing there just standing because they don't have a storefront. They're picking up whoever picked them. But some of them have a storefront, and they're as you walk past, they're calling you. They're like, "Hey, baby, hey, are you from America?" Da 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 da. It is motherfucking the Wizard of Oz poppies when the prostitutes is the poison poppies are spraying the perfume when they walking. Hey, when they hypnotize Lion and and Dorothy with the perfume, and the prostitutes, is tipping. Hey, da-da-da-da. And Scarecrow is like out of the frying pan and into the skillet because he clocking. That is what it's giving. It's giving like a row of bitches, Asian bitches, each one of them in different uniforms, and it's like a whole 3 blocks on both sides. So the whole don't no cars drive through. All of the street is like Bourbon Street. So everybody walking, but the hose is lining up, and it is Babylon. It is crazy. I wish that I could sit in it and get into the vibe of it and see what's going on and be the cultural anthropologist that I am. I wish that I could have, but because what just happened, I'm like, is the police about to run up on me? Is it like I'm thinking like it's about to be, I don't know what's about to happen. So I'm like, oh my God, I got to get the fuck up out of here. And so I'm walking down the street, walking. I get to this church and I see this black boy. And I was like, hey, are you American? He was like, yeah. And I was like, yo, so what is I don't know what I asked him. I really feel like I was talking to him out of a security response. I didn't really want to ask him shit. I felt like I was just he looked like an African American. And I asked him and I was right. And I didn't really have any questions. I just saw him sitting there, and as a security response, I asked him something. I don't know what I asked him, but so I asked him was he American, but then I can't remember what I asked him out of that. But he answered my question, and I said, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sit right here next to him, not next to him, but in his vicinity. And I'm gonna sit basically it's like this church thing, and I'm kind of sitting to where I can see, can't nobody see me on this side, but I can see on this side, and there is like cars coming. I just felt safety in this spot that I was at. So I was like, oh, let me call another ride to get back to the hotel, because now I want to go back to my hotel. Now I want to go back to my shit. I'm actually wanting to get um want to get back. I want to, honey, this done really piss me off. Cause now are they gonna end up coming to my hotel? It's so many things that could transpire with this situation that I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I called my ride. The ride kept on fucking canceling because we are in this Holstro area that the cars can't come to. So they kept fucking canceling. So I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna get me caught up by the police. They don't want to take me home. They don't want to take me back to my hotel. I'm being paranoid. Not being paranoid. This is a real situation. So I don't feel like I'm unreasonably paranoid, but it is working my nerves. So finally somebody accepts the ride, and I'm seeing him come and da 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 da. So I have to, the crazy part is now, because of how the streets are blocked off, they have it to where I gotta walk back near to get to the ride. I gotta walk back near where that fucking car was, where the other car was. I was like, ah. But I end up, however he ended up coming, I was able to catch him before he made a turn. And I was like, hey, da, 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 da. And he was like, oh, you was closer to me than over there. I was like, yes, let me get in the car now. And so we get in the car, and boom, he picks me up and takes me back to the hotel. So now I'm in the hotel thinking that the police gonna come and knock on the door. Da, 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 da. I'm thinking all of this shit that's like got me worried, and but I end up going to sleep, and don't nobody come for the whole fucking rest of the trip. Because I don't leave till Monday, and this is Friday. I don't leave till Sunday, and this is Friday. So I wake up Saturday, and I'm thinking, like, what the fuck is going on? Everything is, I'm like, damn. So now I'm over it. I don't want to do shit. Luckily I had done all of my shit that I wanted to do the first 2 days, but this time I did want to do a tour, but my nerves was bad. Now it's wearing me out. But the negatives of the tea, you were in Pattaya. No, this is another area. This wasn't it. This was I can't remember exactly where I was at. Um it was an area of Bangkok. It was called, what was the club? The club was called the Strangers Room. The Strangers Room, or the Stranger something. Anyway, so what negatively how it negatively impacted me is this nigga. So when I talked to my homeboy, so I got a homeboy that lives in Asia now. He been on the show. Johnny's been on the show. I've interviewed him. He's been living in Asia for a couple of years now. So he was one of the reasons that I went to a lot of places, because he was telling me to try different places out to see which one that I liked if I was thinking about moving. And so anytime I would go to a place, I hit him up and tell him how it was. And he would give me, he's telling me what he experienced. So I hit him up and tell him about what happened to me last night. He was like, yeah, them motherfucking Thai motherfuckers, they think they're smarter than you because you are African American or you are American. and they think they're smarter than you, so they will try to hustle you if you let them hustle you. And I was like, baby, they were trying. He was like, you did it exactly how you were supposed to do it. Um, he was like, but don't ever let them bully you and think that they're gonna call the police. They are never gonna call the police. That causes them more problems than you. So they're never, unless y'all get to fighting or y'all get to doing some crazy ass shit. But if it's just nothing like that, they're never going to call the police. They're going to threaten to do it, but they're never going to call the police. So, and it works on white people. It don't work on us. But why did he get the last laugh? Because why did he get me banned from Grab? Like the app, I went back on the app to go back to the airport on Sunday. They suspended, it's the Stranger Bar. Yes, they suspended my fucking account. So whatever he did or told them, they suspended my total account. So I had to, even though it's agent, they got a bunch of accounts. Grab is just the best and most popular. But they got tons of other apps to get you rides and shit. But that one, like but that motherfucker got my account, my fucking Grab account suspended. So that shit pissed me the hell off. I was so mad because Grab was so clutch. What else? But yeah, that was my only. Well, no. That was my only like super bad experience. My other bad experience was the bad hotel. And I told y'all, and I need y'all to do it. I need y'all to go review the Hanoi Lotus Boutique Hotel. Give them one motherfucking star. Because their room was so whack that we had to go and stay at another hotel, and they wouldn't give me my motherfucking money back. And Expedia, who I got them through, couldn't force them to give me my money back. So I'm going through the shit with my my bank to get my fucking money back. I have the money to move to Thailand, but it's a lot. Jess, are you on Facebook? Let me tell you where I'm going. And I think that's what you should do. We found a better place than there. If you on Facebook, send me a message. I'll tell you. All the places. Well, send me wherever you can send it to me. Send me a message. If you got Instagram? Yes. We're going to if I move somewhere. So let me tell you all the places I went. So we started off in Tokyo. We only was there for like 3 or 4 days. 3 days. But I need to be able to smoke. I think you can smoke. Everybody was smoking. I don't smoke, so I don't know. But I'm looking around, and everybody was fucking smoking. So we started in Tokyo. We went from Tokyo to Hanoi, Vietnam. Then we went to Cambodia. Then we went to Da Nang. People were smoking weed. Folks smoke weed. Now, shit, weed is illegal in America, and people still smoke. People was propositioning us to buy weed. You gonna be able to smoke. Don't let that is the least of your worries. They don't be bothering you about that. That ain't no. that ain't That's the least of your worries. That's not. Folks was smoking. Folks was trying to get you high. Folks was trying to get you to buy weed. Folks was trying to smoke with us while we was there. Don't let that deter you. So we went from Cambodia, Siem Reap, Cambodia to Da Nang, Vietnam. And then my homegirl had to go back to work. So she left on the 7th and she left on the 6th. And on the 7th, I went to Bangkok because I was there until the 13th. So I was like, I might as well go to Bangkok. I might as well go to Bangkok and see what it's giving since I'm here. And it was like a $120 flight and the hotel was cheap. So it just was no point in me not going to Bangkok. So my review. Tokyo and Bangkok are New York in a different font. Like it is just city, Houston, any big city that you've been to, it's just in a different font. It is exactly the same. It's just a different font. Like if you've been to a bigger city and you've navigated it and you know how it works, you know they got the boroughs, you know they got the different sections and da 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 da. It's huge. It's all of that. It's traffic. That is literally what Bangkok and Tokyo is. It's just New York in a different font, in an Asian font. Now, Tokyo is going to be way more clean. Tokyo is clean. So don't think of the dirty New York. Not that there's a clean one. Think of New York, but with an amazing, clean environment. Like New York, if they pressure washed everything. New York, if the rats were exterminated. New York, if there were no need for trash cans. New York as not the dirty New York. Think New York as if it was clean and pristine. That's what Tokyo gives. Tokyo is a clean, very, it's just, you don't see trash on the street. You don't see, it is lovely. It is lovely. Boring, but lovely. Boring, like the people are boring. You think about different font. You know how when you go to New York, you see people, lively people. You're going to see it's so many different varieties and diversities of people, even how they dress, how they style themselves, da 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 da. Tokyo is boring. It is black, navy, brown. Even the women are dressed like that. Now, of course, you go to Harajuku, you're going to get them. But I'm talking about even in the regular times, there is more variety in America. There's just more variety in how we style ourselves and how we do things. There is just mundane. It's boring. It's like, does anybody wear color? Like we was sitting watching people get off the train and we was like, don't nobody have a color on? Like a color. Everybody has on neutrals or blacks. Like you like, and we finally see a girl with a magenta coat. We was like, oh, it's one, look. But we have been sitting there in breakfast watching and it was just mundane. Like, oh my God, everybody is that's their culture, so cool. But it just, that's what it was. But they were clean. I never been to any major city that I felt as safe as I felt in Tokyo. You never felt like you was in a bad part of the city, even if you was. It felt super safe. Everything is real quiet. You don't hear a lot of noise. Homogenous, yes. You don't hear a lot of noise. It's real quiet. They don't be liking you to talk and eat or do anything on the subway, so you ain't doing none of that. It's not loud. These are not loud people. Like you ain't all that noise. They're like I need y'all to be quiet. You ain't. It's not a loud city. It's not a dirty city. It is quiet, and the food was amazing. It was love. Everybody was really nice. It was good. You had your typical, can we take can we take pictures with you type of anytime I go to like certain places, they give very, I ain't never seen black people, so let me take a picture with you. And but you just say no, and they won't. They'll go about their business. Um. So yeah, Tokyo was that. Bangkok, dirty. Bangkok is like New York, dirty, dirty, trash everywhere. Um, very, very Paris, very like Paris, dirty. Great architecture. Certain areas is going to be clean, but in general, dirty. Bangkok is dirty. Um, Big city dirty, like just like New York, just like where it's just not clean. It's just not yeah, it's too many motherfuckers to be clean. Unless you live in Tokyo. It's whatever system they got, it's working. But Bangkok is dirty, raggedy, it's gone. It's just it's very big city dirty. That's what it gives. You go now certain areas like, ooh, this is a nice area. Ooh. Yes. Um Now the other, I didn't feel like I knew I was in the country, but I'm talking about like, ooh, this feels like a different place. I didn't feel like I was in a different place in 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 the sense of, oh, I don't know how to navigate this. Raggedy Babylon, yes. Um like when you in Bangkok, I felt like, oh, I know exactly what this is. Like it didn't feel like I'm in another, like a place that I don't understand. Like I know I'm in another country, but like, oh, y'all moving just like America. Um, that's how I felt in Tokyo and Bangkok. The place that I felt like, oh, bitch, you in another country, bitch. You in another country, ho, was Hanoi. Hanoi felt like, oh, this is a different land. Ah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Even though it's not black, it is navy. um, but to me, Hanoi felt like, oh, bitch, we in another country, bitch. We in another country. We are in, like, they fucking riding scooters. They fucking riding that's when we see all them fucking scooters, because we didn't see that. I don't remember seeing all them scooters in Tokyo, but the scooters were scootering in fucking Hanoi. The everything looked different. They fucking got babies riding on the scooters. They got the motherfucking all they scooters with these bags on them, and it's crazy. Like it's like, oh shit, and they driving crazy, and you got the it's wild. It's like not wild. You just feel like, oh, you in another culture, you in another place. That's what Hanoi feels like, and it it also feels like that's Hanoi. Where's Hanoi? Hanoi is in Vietnam, northern Vietnam, I think. Yes, northern. And you can tell Hanoi isn't like touristy. Like it ain't, they ain't like, oh, Americans, money, 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 money. Hanoi is like, oh, we don't give a fuck about you. Like we making money in our people. Our money ain't contingent on your American dollars or your tourist dollars. You know how when you go to like Dominican Republic or Jamaica, that tourist money is so strong in those places that motherfuckers is always trying to barter hustle to get you to come buy something, get you to come to the store, trying to get you to, oh, if you need this, go over here. It's always a hustle going on. Hanoi ain't like that. Hanoi is, bitch, we don't need your money. We are a city. We got our own economics that don't have to do with tourism. And so you here And yeah, if you walk in our store, we know you know, you probably got some money that you're trying to spend. But on the street, it just didn't feel like that tourism was the hustle. It felt like you in our city, bitch. We ain't gonna kiss your ass. We ain't gonna try to it didn't feel like we were in a tourist heavy place where the tourist dollar was the king. Hanoi, I lived for. I lived for Hanoi. Now, Cambodia, total opposite. Cambodia, Siem Reap. Cheap, inexpensive to live there. And the reason why is you in a fucking small rural ass town, basically. You got a little couple of blocks, a little city, but once you get out of there, you in rural poverty. You're in country ass Mississippi poverty. Like, I recognize this shit. This looked like Jackson, Mississippi. Like, that's why Hanoi felt like a different country. Siem Reap felt like Jackson, Mississippi in a different font. You got a little bit of downtown, but as soon as you get past that, you in the rural area. You in country. Chickens running across the street. Elephants. It's just normal. That's they normal shit. It's country, it's poverty, it's shotgun houses, it's country. That's what Siem Reap give. It's cheap, but it is giving poverty. And so Siem Reap feels unsafe because of the poverty. Like, a motherfucker will hustle you if you give them a chance to hustle you. Country with cobras, yes. You can tell that your tourist dollar is the tourism money is how we hustle, how we make money. You can't eat nowhere without somebody coming up trying to sell you some glasses, coming up trying to tell you their sob story. Oh, we won't be able to go to school. Oh, we have children. It's somebody trying to hustle you. It is all around. Like, you can tell that the tourist dollar is how these people are surviving. And so because of that, I don't like it. I don't that you're in a because of the poverty and because of who you are and what you bring to the table, that makes you way more vulnerable in places like that. So Siem Reap, while I know some people who live there and who are making it work in Cambodia, but I know for me, because of that, I don't like it. I'm like, I don't know if I could. I like being there a little bit. I like being there, but compared to the other places, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't pick there. Then we went to Da Nang. Out of all the places I went to, Da Nang was the best. Da Nang reminds you of Hawaii. It reminds you of Waikiki. It reminds you of that's what I can't even say it's in a different Asian font because shit, Hawaii is in an Asian font. For real, for real. So it's not in a it's not even a different font. It's like it looks like fucking Waikiki. That's what it looks like. It's beach. It is beautiful. It ain't as pretty as Hawaii. They don't have the infrastructure like that, but because when you walking through the streets, it does get very dirty. But by the beach, it gets very clean. It's a lot of tourists, but it's not tourists where it feels like super touristy. It's a lot of tourists though. It's a lot of this doesn't feel like a tourist spot. This feels like ex it feels like an expat spot. There's a difference. Da Nang, you look like Angela Bofield. Do I look? And I try, and I try. Come on, Angela Bofield. I have heard that for many, many years. And that is one of the people who, when somebody say I look like them, I agree. There's a lot of people who people say you look like, and they like, and I be like, I don't see myself in I don't see myself in many people that people say I look like, but I do see myself in Angela Bofield. I do think I look like her. Um, yes. Yes, but the name gives you the affordability of Vietnam, but it gives you the beauty and the comfort of like as if you were in Waikiki. You got the beach right there, and they don't have a lot of gay clubs. I don't want to say they ain't got a lot. They only got one. Went there, ran into a trans man, an Asian trans man that speak English just like I do. His English was so good. I was like, "Oh, come on, you about to be my bestie." We went out to eat. He gonna be on the show. I'm gonna interview him because he got a good story. I love his story. We did karaoke with him. He was cool. 20 years old, just starting his transition. Just got on hormones a couple of years, like a year ago. Really trying to do his thing. But yeah, if I was all the places I went, Da Nang was the one. If you're into wellness and holistic living and da da da, he's not from America. He's from Hugh City, which is north of Da Nang, but his mom and dad abandoned him because he transitioned. So he went on his own and he lived in Da Nang. But um but by the time he got to they learn English like America's the only motherfuckers that's so arrogant that they don't teach their kids other languages. But they learn other languages. So because he is a Gen Alpha, he's been on the internet and he listens to America, like he follows American people. And and so he's learned how to speak like American people. And so he speak English like an American because he follows and listens to American people. So they get the foundation at school, and then as they engage with American content creators, their language starts to be like ours. I love that you just make connection with people like that. Yeah. I think anybody can do that. I don't think everybody is comfortable doing it, but I think you just gotta put yourself out there. You gotta just go out and see. And we exchange Instagram. And I say, hey, you want to do lunch? Come on. And we went to eat. And it was good. Delicious. What else? What else? What else? Bangkok. I mean, you can fuck with it. If I lived in Bangkok, if I was in Thailand, because of what some of the perks as far as the prostitution being legal, weed being legal, blah blah blah, all that shit. If that was important to me, I don't care about that shit. But if that was important to me, I would just live somewhere outside of Bangkok, like somewhere like a small city outside of it, like Phuket or Krabi or somewhere I wouldn't necessarily live in the city. Are they 420 over there? Everybody was fucking smoking. I don't smoke, so I don't. That's not something I look into. So I don't know. But from what I'm to understand and what I feel based on what people were saying, yes, they be vaping and smoking, and it's no tea. I had some stuff that I want to talk about. But yeah, while I'm on this subject, what else do y'all want to know? You can get an apartment like if you don't got no kids and you just single, you can get an apartment over there, a studio apartment for $150. Now, a studio apartment is small, so if you don't need a lot, that could be fire for you. But you can get a 2-bedroom for $400. You can get a villa, like a housing villa with a fucking like a home with multiple bedrooms, a pool on the inside for $2,000, $1,700. What y'all paying out here, you can get like a fire ass house. So if you want to take your price down, you can get a 1-2 bedroom for 250, 300, 400, a fancy one. I need a pet friendly one that increases the price a lot. Yes, it does. And because you are American, that's when I talk to people like my homeboy, he's my homeboy now. He said that's usually what they will try to get you with. Like if your pet does any kind of damage, they will try to get you with that. But yeah. How do you feel about church versus Drewski? I'm on the side of Drewski. I don't follow Drewski because he's weird. I don't like how he's a weirdo to me, especially around studs and shit. He does like really objectifying weird shit, and I just find it to be creepy. Um, but in regards to the church skit that he did, I thought it was spot on. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was funny. And he only struck a nerve because he's telling the truth. I don't really have too much to say outside of that, and many people have said that. We have the same issues with him. Yeah, there's something weird about him. Something that is he feels like yeah, he feels there's not on this level because she's on a higher level, quote unquote. But sometimes the playbook feels like Natalie Nunn, like exploiting the girls. Krishan, take your tooth out so you can look more crazy, and we record you being crazy. That kind of Zeus network kind of shock, old school. It really feels very Howard Sternish, maybe. Um, but from a more comedy lens, um, what was that white man? Something Green, Tom Green. It kind of gives you that. But in black culture relevance, I don't know. It's just something about it that ain't it isn't my type of comedy. Um, and it sometimes it'd be funny and sometimes it'd be like, hmm, I don't really like this. That could have been shit. It's so whack to be honest, but the skits be funny. He's good for exploiting disabled people too, and I don't like that. Yeah, it gets real spicy for me. Um, yeah, that's what I think about that. Let's see, what else did I have to talk about? Let's talk about Cam Newton nigga. I think the Cam Newton shit is hilarious. Him and him spelling Electa in what is it, Enclecta? I think a lot of people have said what I feel. I feel like he is one of them people that I grew to realize that oh, this is a culture. Like when when I was growing up and saw how they were showing favoritism to some of the varsity sports players while I was in school, in high school, I was like, oh, this is something that, but I saw this, remember, I talked about this in church. There is a way that you can perform to get special treatment in church. And one of those ways is to be hyper feminine, hyper church girl, and to be hyper masculine, hyper boy, church boy. And that can give you special privileges. I saw that in church. And then when I was in school, I saw that with sports players. And I think Cam is one of them people that, like many athletes, it is very a smart athlete is a unicorn. A smart athlete is a unicorn. Most of them are dumb as a box of rocks on the basement floor of Trump University if he built it in the middle of rural Mississippi. That is how dumb they be. So but what happens is Richard Sherman, yes, I think he's one of them. Um, he's not the only one, but it's very rare. And so but most of them are very Shannon Sharp, very Cam Newton, very Chad Ochocinco, very them Steven Jackson or Stephen A. Smith. Even though he don't play sports, but just talks about them. Just tall and talk about them. Now all of a sudden he a political analyst. You know, sit your coon ass down. Anyway, that's a whole other topic. But I think that what I saw when I was younger, you get into sports, and once they learn that you're a good athlete, exceptional athlete, they don't care about academics. Buffoons and raccoons, amen. They don't care about academics. You got the girls that's trying to be your wife because they know you going to the league, so they'll do your homework. You got the professors who would pressure to give you good grades so you can stay playing and stay in college and da 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 da. That's just, you see, you don't have to learn, you don't have to be smart, you don't have to do anything. And so you grow up learning to just be arrogant and think that think you got something. And Cam Newton is even worse because not only did he grow up in the environment of being an athlete, he also grew up in being a preacher's kid. Like his father was a hustling preacher. And so that also gives you a level of prestige and lack of accountability. And I think that is, we don't talk about it, we don't judge it in the same way. I'm trying to analyze it a little bit. We don't judge. I think what Cam Newton and some of these other dudes that are stupid. I remember this boy who didn't do any schoolwork and everybody knew it. The football coach would come and speak to teachers outside the classroom door about him. They didn't even hide it. Yeah, that's pretty common. I think that what these athlete boys have, is the male version of pretty privilege. Follow me. So when we think about pretty privilege in girls, we think about them having physical beauty. How they move through the world and how they present themselves is it's in a stereotypical, traditionally pretty way, depending on what culture. Da 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 da. So right, so they got the long hair, they got the or short hair, depending. They're pretty in some kind of way. They're beautiful. Their face looks good. Their body looks good. It's how we think of pretty privilege, I think that the same translate in males, but it's more of a physicality. It's more of their, just like these girls are using their bodies to as social capital to get attention, these males are using their bodies too. It's just in a more athletic, masculine way. Do you see what I'm saying? These girls are using beauty, dressing, makeup, hair, da 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 da. Still a physical performance, but just in a feminine font, opposed to the male. It's a masculine performance. It's a physical performance, but in a masculine font. They're doing, this is their male version of pretty privilege. They're doing it to make themselves attractive to the male gaze. Both of them are doing it to the male gaze, if we're being honest. It's kind of like, it's just, I don't know if this may be a little reach, but I don't think it's a reach. It's kind of like a stripper in male form. They're using their body to get what they want, to get attention. They're using, think about what a stripper does. She is showing her physical body, but in a feminine way to get attention from men. Isn't that what the dudes are doing at these combines? They're showing what they physically can do to get attention from the men who got the money, who will want to put them on the game, who want to put them on the sport. Is that not the same thing? I mean, they're trying to get money. They're trying to get a contract. They're trying to win the big contract. They want the owners to trick off on them. Is that not what the strippers are doing? Trying to find the big sugar daddies? Am I reaching? It feels very same. It feels very same to me. Stripper and sports player feel very same. Just one went down a feminine path and one that went down a masculine path. A penthouse prostitute is the same thing as a penthouse football player, basketball player, sports player. Y'all can't break no rules. Y'all gotta follow the rules. Y'all can't speak up if something is wrong happening. If you want to keep your money, if she want to keep her penthouse, she can't buck up against the system. Ain't that what the sports players do? When Colin Kaepernick was taking a knee, all them niggas was like, ooh, I'm gonna stay out of that. Y'all remember? I don't want to lose my contract. Ain't that just, I don't know. It feels same to me. It's that Spider-Man meme where Spider-Man was pointing at the other Spider-Man. It feels the same to me. Your sugar daddy is just not an individual. It's the system of sports. It's the business of sports. Tell them to shut up and dribble. Yeah, baby, shut up and shake your tits. Just play the game. That's hoes, baby. To me, I just don't think that we demonize men for using their physical prowess the way that we do women using their physical prowess. I think because of religion and the Jezebel trope and Sapphire trope, I think that those things allow us to and we don't allow us to demonize girls, but we don't like them to be able to have the power that comes with that money, that power that comes with that stability when it comes to women. That's what I feel. So I feel that these niggas is real privileged, and so they don't have to learn, and they don't have to be smart. And so people like Cam get a platform. Now I'm not a sports girly, so I don't know what's going with the sports, but for some reason he had to get out of the sports game. If y'all know sports, then y'all may can fill us in. But I heard a conversation that he had with somebody where a girl was asking him would he go back to playing sports if he was the quarterback or something. So apparently he had to get out the league because I don't know, don't quote me, but he had to get out the league because and do something else because they wouldn't let him. Like it was like a glass ceiling that he was hitting where he wanted to be the quarterback or something. I don't know. The way he was talking, the what I picked up was the it was he hit a glass ceiling in his career and he was getting too old. And they were asking could he go back. He was like, "Yeah, I still can be something." He was very cocky in the NFL. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on, but it felt like he hit a glass ceiling. And so he had to pivot, and his pivot was, oh, I think I'm smart. Similar to Terrell Owens. Thank you. I don't know what's going on with Terrell Owens either. So I don't know. Make sure y'all liking. Thank you. Make sure y'all liking. It is 29 and 53 people watching. If you're watching, thumbs up. Thank you. I forgot to be telling y'all. But I feel like he pivot, and because he doesn't understand that he's slow, he dumb, and he thinks because he's arrogant, because he has grown up in this world that has catered to him, he thinks that he knows everything. Very few people has bucked up against him. He doesn't come up against people who buck up against him. And so now he's coming into people are like, oh, I usually like his interviews. No, you don't. Him and Shannon Sharp are not good interviewers. The reason why you like his interview is because the producers put people in front of them that you like. That Cat Williams interview with Shannon Sharp went crazy because of Cat Williams, because Cat Williams is smart. Cat Williams is funny. It is not because Shannon Sharp is the best interviewer. He actually slow and dumb. I actually hate that they have these cultural things happening are being led by these dumbass athletes. I really hate it. I really hate it. Really, really do. Horrible interview. I'll take Cam over him for real. I don't take either one of them. Both of them are stupid. Both of them are dumb. Both of them are dumb. I'm trying to think of it's I hate that they are popular. I really do. I hate that those two, when it comes to content creation in the heterosexual community, I really hate that those are two of the what has rose to the top. Kiki's not good to me either, but she's not dumb. Hmm. I don't think Kiki is dumb at all. I don't think she's dumb at all. I think Kiki is generic. I don't think she is. I think because she's a star, she gives other stars respect and keeps it very cute when it comes to interviewing them and asking them the hard questions. I think she is very generic. She ain't she Kiki ain't gonna ever get to the mess because she's a celebrity too, and so she ain't even trying to go there. And so I don't think she is a I don't think she's gonna ask you the hard typical questions. Kiki is gonna give you the interview, ask you. She be having good questions. Like I like her producers give her good questions, but they are clean and safe questions. If that makes sense. They're not Kiki ain't gonna get the tea. Kiki Kiki ain't gonna get the tea. She ain't gonna get the viral messy moment that like a Jason Lee is gonna do. She's a safer Chelsea handler. Yes, she's safe. She gonna get all the people on her show because she's a celebrity too. She know that they gonna come and talk about their shit. So she's not I like a Jason Lee. I wish Jason Lee wasn't as I wish Jason didn't have as much internalized homophobia in him because Jason could easily be like the new Wendy Williams, but there's some homophobia in him. And I know he gay, but it's still some internalized homophobia in him. He's one of them gay men that will say, I'm gay, but I'm not gay. He's one of them type of punks. Um, but Jason ain't scared to ask the hard question either. Jason ain't scared to be messy. That's what I like about Jason. He ain't scared to get to the mess. Um, None of these people are journalists. Yes. Um, Tamara Hall, safe. She gonna be she like Oprah. It's gonna be safe. Not salacious, but also not skillful enough to pull the answers like a good journalist can. Um, yeah, I want yeah, I don't know who is gonna come up and do that, but it's definitely not these niggas. You know who I actually like as a host, which surprised me because I really wasn't into his music. I actually love Nori from Drink Champs. I love his interviewing style. I love him as a personality. I never got into his music like that as a rapper, but him as a Drink Champs host, I really like him. Like I really like his personality. I like the questions. He be asking questions. It's like, oh, this he getting spicy. He's trying to get to it. It ain't gonna be messy, but it's going. I know what the people want to know. I thought you was gonna say Willie Moore Jr. Oh, I don't even know who that is. Um, but Nori, um, but yeah, Nori is dope. Somebody said, I'm trying to see. Speaking of journalists, it's too many people that are interviewing people that are not journalists. And I don't care to even study the basics of journalism. That's why I can't watch a lot of these shows. Off topic, but Diamond, you look cute. Thank you. Um I don't think you need to be a journalist to be a good interviewer, but I think studying journalism is a good thing to do if you want to be if you want to create a career of it. Yes. I think you can be, you can if you have a good personality, I think that you can be a good interviewer. I think like I like Angie Martinez interview, even though I think it's safe. T.S. Madison is a good interviewer. Yes. Yes. I think T.S. Madison is. I'm trying to think of what critique that I could give her. I could always what I love about Maddie is Maddie will let them talk, man. Like one thing that I hate about a person, like when I think about like Sexy Lexi, she does some interviews, but I'm like, let them talk, girl. This ain't about you. Let them talk. Um, she be having some good interviews, but I sometimes I be wanting her to shut up, let them talk. You are going you or remember you sometimes you got to remember that you're going to be the editor. So let them talk. They might give you something. Let them talk. And then if it gets to rambling, you cut it out later. But let them talk and ramble, and um then you pivot to another subject or pivot there. Um yeah, I think that that's something that she needs to get better in. Um but what that's what I love about Maddie. Maddie will let them talk. Um, trying to think of who else does good interviews. I be liking the interviews on Femme Queen Sexy Cool. I be liking some of those interviews on that they do. Um, I love R&B Money. Lexi has improved, but she still does too much of the talking. She throws them off and they never finish the thought. I hate that. I hate that, Jay. I really hate that. I'm like, shut up, let them talk and then switch. You'll be like, oh, they were about to tell you some good tea and you don't went somewhere else. And now you don't know, you don't remember. And they don't remember. They don't went somewhere else. I'm like, ugh. That annoys me. I really love R&B Money. Um, they can get real misogynistic though. No, I wouldn't say real misogynistic, but you can tell that they are kind of just dumb niggas, church niggas, or not church niggas, not Jay Valentine with his fine ass. Um, but you can tell that they like, well, we don't want to get into all of that other shit. They don't be wanting to get spicy. We just was talk about music, but sometimes they'll get in their misogyny bag too. If they need a moment to think, she start talking and guessing what they were going to say. I'm like, girl, yes. um, but yeah, I wish that um I wish that these niggas would get better. What else was I gonna add about the Cam Newton thing? I just thought about this. This is very random. My brain went to this when I was thinking about Cam Newton recently because of that. And so I just put this in my notes. This is like a offset of that topic. It was inspired by that. So okay. So musical people. So one of the reasons we've talked about this and other people have talked about this, but one of the reasons why the girls can't sing no more is because they not going to church. Okay, so can we agree the kids aren't in church like that, so they not learning them fundamentals of church and soul the way church only you can only get at church. Not saying that that's the end all be all to be a good singer. It's not. But there's a foundational thing that you learn with church that teaches you certain things about music. And so the girls ain't going to church, so they don't have the breath control. They ain't built the muscles in their throats, and so they get hoarse. They will they just don't have the ability to modulate. They don't have the ability to have a bridge and go to another key. And it's just certain things that church teaches you how to do, and the girls is not getting their hours in. I think Black Music Archive, Malik over there had a good little video essay about it where he was talking about, the girls aren't getting their hours in. Back in the day, if you was into music, you was a singer, you getting your hours in. First of all, you going to church and you going to choir practice. So you going to church doing your singing on Sunday, but you also going to choir practice on Saturday. You going to choir practice, Bible study or choir practice somewhere one day in the week, you going to choir. But also, if you got a choir class in school, you not only got a whole hour of practice in your choir class where you learning music, reading sheet music, and blah 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 blah. But you also got your choir, your gospel choir that you go to practice to when you at school, good choir practice at school. So think about it. All these hours, like it takes you 10,000. They say it takes 10,000 hours to become an expert at something or something. 10,000 hours, something. Constant practice. You would get your hours in. So people who grew up in church, you not only singing at church, you singing at school too. So all of these moments is you're learning how to use your voice. You're learning how to breathe correctly. You're getting technique from your teachers and from your choir director. You're getting learning how to be pitch, learning how to modulate, learning how to riff and run and do all this kind of stuff. You learning this stuff and practicing it all your life. So if you grew up in church from a kid all the way to go through high school, and you going through high school with all these kind of choir classes, by the time you get to 18, you done had hours upon hours upon hours upon hours upon hours upon hours upon hours to sing. And even if you're not a great singer, because even if you get the most average singer at church, she can do some of the basic shit. She can do something. He can do something. So, do y'all agree? Do y'all understand? Y'all might not agree, but do y'all understand what I mean by that? Like, the girls ain't going to church. Not saying that you got to go to church to know everything, but it just was an automatic training ground, musical training ground. That's why stereotypically they think all black people can sing, because a lot of those motherfuckers was in church learning how to do the basic singing stuff. Y'all agree or not? And so I say that to make another point. I also think that that's why the literacy rate is down. The girls aren't learning to read. I recently saw the video of Kai Kana, how you saying that? The little streamer. And he was reading and he stopped. He didn't know how to say a word, and he looked it up in a dictionary and learned how to pronounce it and learn how to say it. Spontaneity. And it was beautiful. That is what you're supposed to do. When you don't know a word, you stop, highlight it, look it up, learn how to pronounce it, learn its meaning. You learn how to use it in a sentence, and then you use it. Then you reread what you're reading and get the context of what that word means in the context of what you're reading. That is how you learn new words. That's how you learn and expand your vocabulary. And so I think one of the reasons why the girlies are not, and girlies as in humans, United States people, the literacy rate is dropping, is because the girls aren't going to church. You don't know the pressure of reading the Bible at 50 Cent offered him $50K to read a page from Harry Potter. He offered him Sanaa, or I thought 50 Cent did that to Floyd Mayweather. He doing it to the little boy? That's stupid. I think that's late and tired. But the kids, I don't know about y'all, but when we was in school, not in school, in Bible study, we had to read. He was trolling him. Oh, okay. We had to read. We had to stand in front of people. We had to learn how to be orators. We had to learn how to read and say and go to the verse, learn how to pronounce Deuteronomy, learn how to pronounce Leviticus, learn how to pronounce Nebuchadnezzar, learn how to pronounce words that look big as hell. We had to, and do it with pride and do it with confidence. That's what you learned in church. That's what you learn. Like, you learn how to, I learned how to read. And I learned how to read in school, but church too. Like, baby, we was reading them Pizza Hut, the notes and the OG text messages. They used to give us parties for pizza, Easter speeches, and Christmas plays. Yes, you get what I'm saying. You learn. You had to memorize the words. You had to memorize our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this indoctrination, but give us this day our daily bread. You feel what I'm saying? It's indoctrination, but the residual is that you know how to read, you know how to speak, you know how to stand in front of people and read some scriptures or read something. But it just was, I think that one of the reasons why there is not that kind of thing. I had to recite Bittersweetness by Langston Hughes in kindergarten. Yes, we used to recite poetry. They had, I used to recite Paul Laurence Dunbar. Um, it's, girl, the kiddies just don't do it. Like the popcorn reading in class would get you incredibly embarrassed if you weren't up to par. Yes, you would. That's how you sharpened your skill and sharpen your reading, and even the reading like what's the reading? Let me see if I can find a book. Is there a book near me? No. Oh, yeah, yeah. You know how people be reading and I hated that. I wanted to read like lively, and you know how you say your words in a way um that's lively. And that's how I wanted to read. I wanted to read like that. I didn't want to read like I thought that was so retarded. When kids used to read like that, it was so my like I didn't read them. I didn't say anything out loud because my parents raised me right. But in my brain, I would be like, oh, can I read it? I'll read next, you know, looking up. Oh, it was so sickening. I used to get my life. Not only for me, but where other people could read like that. But yes, let us do all the reading. Yes. Yes, Jay. I remember. The Scholastic Book Fairs. Amen. It was so much. I used to get my life. It was just be love. And I'm not saying that the church, that's just where it happened in church. It don't need to be church. We could do that. You can create environments where they can do it. I really leaned into it to knock their socks off. Right. It's how you get attention. It's how, they live for you. It was something you were proud of. I remember. Yeah, it just was a part of the culture to learn, and I don't think we have that. I don't think we have that now. So people are struggling with literacy alone because they're not telling people. And I follow this guy named Oscar who is teaching himself how to read, and sometimes he gets emotional, and it's so powerful. Oscar learns to read or something. Oscar learns to read or something. Oscar reads or some shit. But he's a black boy. And he's just teaching himself how to read, and I love it. It's so cute. All right, what else? All right, I did want to talk about this. Let me make sure. All right, so this is like a general subject. I'm gonna start it off in a certain way because I want to make a point. All right, do y'all have a favorite car? What's y'all favorite car? Like if y'all had unlimited amount of money, what kind of car would you buy yourself as a gift? Like, what is your favorite? No matter what, think about cars of the past. Think about, tell me what color it would be. Tell me what kind it would be. Tell me the make and model. Tell me your favorite car. Like, if you think in your brain, do you have a favorite car? Do you have a, what color? All of that. Make, model, year, blah, 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 blah. Tell me that. What is your favorite car? And while y'all answer, I'll tell y'all mine. The kind that someone else is driving for me. Period. So no. I actually like feeling the wheel. I want to be rich enough to have a driver? Absolutely. But I like the feeling of driving the wheel and feeling the power of the car as I drive. I like the feeling of driving. Um, even though I don't drive. But my favorite car, if I was rich and I could get any kind of car that I want, my dream car would be a 1968 um, to 72. I really would like it to be like a 70, but anything between 1968 and 1972, but a 70 would be perfect. Nova. Like, I would want it to be shark gray, sparkly, like the paint is sparkly, like candy painted, but not candy color, but like a shark gray color painted with the gray sparkles, silver sparkles, where it looked like a shark gray color. And I would want the seats to be leather, either red or leather, like a neon chartreuse green, like this. Leather, either red interior or the green, but gray. So think about like a 1970. It's one of the classic muscle cars. 1970 Nova. Now I will take anything between 1968 to 1970 two, but Nova, Nova, Chevy Nova. So yes, 1969 Nova, candy painted apple green, black top, peanut butter interior. Candy apple green with peanut butter. Hmm. Caramel. Interesting. But yes, a Nova, a 1970. I would do the 1970, but I would take the 69. I would take the 68 to 72. Any one of them two, but I would want the 70 specifically because that's when either the first generation of the first of the second generation or the first of the third generation. I can't remember. But that's the one I really, really like because the front is different. The front, they changed the front. Anyway, that is the kind of car that I like. Like if I had a dream car, that's what I would do. Um, I like if I'm talking about a that's my dream car. If I'm talking about a regular car, like a car that's from the time now, I want something that is roomy. I want something that is like heated seats. I want those kind of cameras that kind of give you the guardrails when you're next to shit that beep 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 beep. Beep. I love those kind of cameras. Those are cool. I like a deep trunk and I want the trunk to be deep enough, or if it's a truck, the back to be deep enough for me to have two full size luggages. These are like my standards of a car, of what I want. I want my vet to be pink with white interior. My dream car is a 1970 Stingray Corvette. Let me see what that looks like. I want a Yukon Denali. That's a trade car. Euphoria season 3 is out. Yay. Its trailer is out. 1970 Stingray Corvette. Oh, okay. That's a classic. Come on, Subaru. So yeah, so what are some of the things that y'all need? Like that are your standard? Like you gotta have this in a car. They're your standard. Like what's the standard? Like you gotta have, I don't know, I gotta have I think if I was living in the north where it snowed, I would need a car that I can cut on from my house where I could get it started before I even go out there. Um what else? I don't know. It's just certain standards that I have. I have to have a remote start. Yes, have to have a remote start. Um, yes, I have to have I want tinted windows. Um, as dark as legally possible. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? Yeah, those are my standards. So, when I think about why I'm asking y'all that is because I need a Tesla. Give me self-driving capabilities. Ooh, no. Um, why I say that is because I always find it interesting, slightly annoying, and weird when people are so invested, passionately invested in somebody else's standard about something that don't got shit to do with them. I know that we are in a world of content creation, so people are just sharing their opinions about everything, and that's okay. But one of my least favorite content is when people try to tell other people what their standards should be in a man, their standards should be in a woman, their standards should be in a anything that had to do with a partner. I think it's fucking weird. I think that why are you passionate about the standards somebody else got to the point that that is the nature of your content, that you on some pick me shit, or you on some, like, let's just, like, a simple thing is you don't like women who go after men for money, okay? Whose standard is you got to make six figures. Say this woman, you getting online talking shit about her, how unrealistic it is, how especially if she is not attractive to you. You will get online and talk about how it's unrealistic, very Kevin Samuels or very somebody else, how unrealistic for your fat ass to think that you're going to get a top tier man and blah, 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 blah. Why are you passionate about that? If she has the standard that is too high, that has narrowed her options really, really low, why, if you don't want her, why are you passionate about pointing out that bitch, you is not gonna get that? You need to settle. Why are you passionate about that? I'm not saying if somebody asks you, you don't give your opinion, da 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 da. What I'm saying, why are you so passionate about a bitch having low standards? Especially a bitch that you don't want. Explain that to me. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me. And to bring it in the context of trans, I am never going to be arguing with a man if he say I'm not into trans women. I am never going to be spending passionate time explaining to him how that's transphobic. I don't care. Once you say you're not into me, you're not into me. I don't care. I don't need to sit and explain it to you why it's transphobic. Oh, why You just don't think of me as a woman because you are transphobic and I'm not giving that much energy to a nigga. Once a nigga say, "Oh, I'm not into you," I'm not giving that much energy. I'm just not. Not to the point where I'm giving you dissertations. I'm not doing that. I'm not explaining shit. I don't need to be like, "Oh, that's transphobic." I don't care. He's not into me. I don't care. Okay, cool. We can go about our business. And I say that because I see this girl and she's talking about, let me see if I can pull the video up.
I got to get 4 new tires. And honestly, I would lead with the question. When it comes to asking for help or support financially, when is the right time to feel comfortable doing that? I don't think a woman should ever ask for anything. I think a woman needs to state her need and he gets to choose whether he does it. So even if you guys are getting serious in your relationship, it's still not time to say, can you help me pay my rent? Well, paying your rent is crazy because you should be paying your rent regardless. But let's say your tires blow and you need help getting new tires, because that's different. You should be putting gas in your car. You should be paying your car note if you have one. You should be paying your rent or your mortgage. That's a no brainer. Self sufficiency, no brainer. Welcome to adulthood. But there are things that come up that might knock you off, right? So let's say you need 4 new tires. Well, tires are what, $1,000 probably. $1,000 for someone that only makes 50 grand a year. That's a lot of money, right? So now I got to put it on a credit card. And if you're with somebody that does better, then you could share with him. I can't believe I got to get 4 new tires. And honestly, I would lead with the question. I need to get new tires on my car. Right now, it's just a really tough time. Do you think that I should just invest in 2 new tires? And does it make sense to get the other 2 later? Or do you think I should stretch it and do 4 new tires? Now, what I've just done is I've told this man without asking this man, I need new tires on my car. And then what he does from there gets to show you how invested he is in you. If you guys are dating seriously, he's probably going to say something along the lines of, let me see what I can do. Maybe I could put something on it, or baby, I'll take care of your tires. I have no idea. If you're not serious, don't even say that, because men know you're fishing to get money. Don't say that. I'm talking about if you are in a serious relationship. But I don't feel like you should ask your man. I feel like you should state the need. Men that love you want to solve the problem. So he's either going to say, okay, let me get 2 tires and I'll get you next 2 tires in 2 weeks, or let me get all 4 tires. Or damn, babe, like it's not a good time for me. Oh, let me see what I could do. Or you get 2 tires and then in 2 weeks I'll get the next 2 tires. He's solution oriented because he cares about you. But if you don't know this man's last name, if you ain't never spoken to nobody in his family, if you can't name one person in his friend group, if you have no idea where he lives, if he has no idea where you live, if you don't even know what kind of car he drives, if you don't even know if he has siblings, don't even state your need. You're not qualified, okay? You don't know this man well enough to ask him for anything. So stop asking.
Bitch, please. So I hate bitches like this. I hate bitches like this. I don't give a fuck if I met him, if he's the mailman and he knocked on my door and I just met him right there. If he propositions me and I ask for some money, or if I ask for something, bitch, I don't need to know you to ask you for something. I don't need to know shit about you to ask you for something. Just like he's propositioned me to fuck, just like he don't need to know me to ask me to want to fuck me, I don't need to know him to ask him to pay for some tires. Period. I don't. And you trying to give this explanation, but bitch, you're just playing games. Like, I'm just being direct. Yo, can you fix my tires? You, oh, I need to get my tires fixed. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. And then you're waiting for him to say, oh, baby, I'll fix it. You're asking, bitch. You're just asking in a manipulative way. I'm just being direct. Ooh, can you fix my tires? I'm trying to get my tires fixed. You're still fishing for him to pay for your fucking tires. There's no different. You still don't got the fucking money to pay for your tires. And he might got it. So I'm gonna ask to see if he got the tires. But even if that's not the case, even if, why are you worried about my standard of when I ask a nigga for something? You don't ask niggas for money. You don't ask niggas for things. What that got to do with me? Why are you mad about me as a woman asking for what I want to ask for? You're a woman. You should never be asking anybody to pay my rent. Bitch, I don't ask people to pay my rent. I can pay my rent on my own, but I can pay my rent on my own, but I'm still gonna ask a nigga. It don't matter. He either gonna say yes or no. I hate people who make it seem like you're a bum, like you're not gonna pay your bills just because you asking a nigga. She rode on bald tires for 90 days to passively aggressive request assistance. Right, crazy. But me asking a nigga for something is not about I can't pay my own bills. That's not what it's about. That's not what it's about. It's my hoop. You have to jump through this hoop for me to know if you interested in me. For me to know if I want to spend my time with you. Oh, that's prostitution. Okay, girl, you can call it whatever you want to call it. If I ask a man for something and he tells me no, oh, I can't do it, then I don't need to spend my time with that man. And and that's what I said in the comments. And they didn't like that I said it. I feel like whenever we are acquainted enough for you to be asking me for my personal time, I feel like we are acquainted enough for me to be asking you for some money. If you are asking for my personal time, you're asking me to take time out of my schedule to spend with you. I feel like if we're acquainted enough for that, we're acquainted enough for me to be like, hey y'all, you don't want to get my toes done? You don't want to get my nails done? Hey, I got a light bill I need to be paid. You trying to pay it? You trying to help me out, baby? To me, I feel like I think men, and I not just men, but I date men, so I'm gonna say men. I think people value their money. And because you value your money, when you give it to me, it indicates that I'm important to you. You went and worked hours at that job to earn this money, and you are giving it to me. That tells me a lot about you. And it's especially important for people who don't have a lot of money. Like a rich nigga, he can just throw you something and it's nothing. But a nigga who is a working blue collar dude, him spending his money on you is way more important than a rich nigga spending his money on you. And I'm gonna value those things very differently. So a nigga that's coming in trying to make my life easier, I got you, babe. And I'm gonna ask him to. I think that says a lot. It says a lot to me. And I feel like my rules of engagement, my standards, don't got nothing to do with another bitch. Why are you passionate about my fucking standards in a relationship? If I want this car, if I want my 1970 Nova, bitch, you not driving this car. Why are you mad that I want a Nova? Why are you mad that I want a 1970? That is out of your league. What? But it's what I want. I might not get it, maybe not. It may be a reach, but it's what I want. And why are you worried about me and the chances of me getting what I want so much that you making content and being passive aggressive about it? Explain that to me. Explain why you so passionate about me charging niggas. Especially as a woman. I know why men, they want to have access to you. So they mad that you have a standard. If you look good, they want to have access to you. And if you don't look good, they are thrown off by your arrogance to think that you could be able to get it. Oh, bitch, you fat. You shouldn't have a standard. Anybody should be able to get you. Oh, you ugly. You shouldn't be so picky. They don't understand the audacity of you being picky because they don't find you desirable. I understand the men, but a woman, why are you worried about what another bitch standard is? Now I know content creation, people want to be pick me's and get into the market of attracting those type of dudes. I get that part, but I hear people talking about it in person too, where they ain't making no money. They ain't trying to go viral. They just talking about it. I'm like, why does it matter what my standard of a man is? If your standard is not mine, you pick a dude that ain't got no money. You pick a dude that don't give. You pick a dude, you know what I'm saying? You date by your standards, not by mine. Why are you mad about mine? I don't really ever get that. I don't understand it because I am not thinking about nobody else's dream car. Whatever your standards are about your car, I don't really care because I'm not going to be driving that motherfucker. I don't really care. I'm not even thinking about it in the context of, well, you're never going to find that kind of car. What? I don't care. You tell me your dream car. Great. That's your dream car. Wonderful. Now I can say, ooh, I don't like that. If you ask me, I'd be like, I don't like that. That's not good enough for me. But it's not meant to be good enough for me. It's meant to be good enough for you because that's why it's your dream car. I think that about that like men. If I want a man to do certain things, and that's my standard, that's what I require. If you don't want to live up to that standard, move and find a chick that standard that you like and you can live up to. If I'm the type of bitch that it's like the Cheesecake Factory conversation. I never understood it. It's so many girls in the comments and so many girls saying that they would go to Cheesecake Factory. Why are you not picking them? Why are you worried about me who don't want to go to Cheesecake Factory? Why are you worried about me? Just don't date me. Don't try to fuck with me. Fuck with Nicole, who liked Cheesecake Factory. Bro, who liked Cheesecake Factory? Fuck with her. That inspired that. So let's talk about all this shit that I missed. I'm not going to talk about the lady getting killed in Minneapolis, but I wanted to talk about all these accusations of Donnie McClurkin, Tyler Perry, um, Will Smith. Who else? Anybody else? Who else? I hear a lot of people doing it. It's child. I'd be like, girl, what? Why are you so passionate about it? I can see if somebody asks you your opinion, great. But people be passionate about it. I can't believe that you, girl, what? Get out of here. Get a life, bitch. Um, so there's a couple of things. The first thing I want to say is I don't know enough to say I don't believe anybody to the point where I'm guaranteed, like I'm totally like, I don't believe this is true. But I know enough about certain things to where I can make a initial judgment about stuff. Okay. So I am never gonna be somebody who believes every victim. I'm never that person. I don't think we require or we're I know a lot of dudes, misogynistic dudes be like, oh, y'all just want us to believe victims. No, we want y'all to look past your misogyny because if you are the type of dude who never believes victims, that's a problem. That's misogyny in you. But I am somebody who I can only go by my lived experience and the evidence. So we haven't got all the evidence in some of these cases. So my lived experiences right now, until I found out more information, this is what I think about it. I believe the first victim of Tyler Perry. I don't believe the second. I think the first dude, I think his story is real. I think his texts corroborate his story. I think the first dude was legit. I think the second dude is a scammer. I think it's not that it's not legit in the sense that it couldn't happen. I think that he is trying to get an opportunity. I think the second dude is trying to get an opportunity to now that the other boy has come out with his shit. I think that the Will Smith guy, same thing. I think the Will Smith thing, based on the evidence that's being told, Will ain't got nothing to do with what you talking about. You talking about somebody came to your room. It wasn't Will. You said it wasn't Will. You said he was grooming you, but you didn't describe any kind of grooming. You sound weird. You sound like a motherfucker trying to make something, trying to get revenge after you got fired. That's what it sounds like to me. The Donnie McClurkin shit, totally believe it. Totally believe it. Totally get it. Totally makes sense. But this is another element of it. I also feel like these people are exploiting the DL nature of their situation. So the dude who Donnie McClurkin, his story sounds like he was a fucking sugar baby. Not sugar baby as in a child who I didn't hear about the TD Jakes one. What's the TD Jakes one? Who's the victim in the TD Jakes? What's his story? I haven't heard that. Um, but the one with Dottie McClurkin, I'm like, oh, you just seem like you were. It feels like you were down with everything, the down low situation, and then you switched it up. Like either you stopped getting access to a coin or something. It just felt like you switched it up, like because you went back to being his assistant. It just was a lot of shit that felt like, you just trying to exploit the situation. That's what it felt like to me. But I also feel like, child, this is the situation you put yourself in when you try to act like you're not gay no more. When you try to act like you delivered. This is a situation you put yourself in. So, girl, this is what happens with DL niggas get busted and their DL partner get to coming out the closet or coming out about the tea. So, good luck. Tyler Perry, I'm like, and maybe I'm wrong. This might be my hot take too. And maybe I'm wrong for this, and I'm okay with being wrong. About this because it's just my opinion about situations. I just feel like being gay Now, being closeted gay, it's like, why are you in the closet, girl? Especially if you rich. Like, Tyler Perry, why are you in the closet? You rich. Your little church audience, you can switch. Y'all, you can pivot at this point. I don't think that the impact of homophobia is going to affect Tyler Perry like it would have in the beginning of his career when he was doing the stage play and all of his damn people was church mothers, and he had a church theme. I feel like I don't know. I feel like you just don't got no reason to be in the closet. Come out, girl. I just don't. I feel it's weird. I feel like at this day and age, if you still in the closet and you're a regular gay man, the circumstances have to be super dire for me to understand that. If you living in a major city, you are a superstar, you rich. Nigga, why are you down low? Get out of here. In a way, he already has pivoted. He's wilding in these later projections, so there's really no reason for it. It really isn't. It's like I don't understand. Um, Donnie McClurkin, he in the church genre. So with him, other people who I think are down low, like BB Winans, I don't know, but I think BB Winans is down low too. Um, I think when you're in the church field, like Donnie McClurkin, I kind of understand it more. I get that. That's your hustle. You don't want to mess up your coin. You are in the church bag, your church purses. It makes sense. Tyler ain't in the church purses no more. So I don't understand it with him. Donnie, your hustle is being anti-gay, being repressed gay, um being a homophobic homosexual. I think homosexuality is wrong, and I'm trying to live my life right. Your brand is that, so I get you. I get it, the logic of it, but I also think it's stupid. Like, bro, pack it up. Ain't no ex gay. You gay. You gay right now. And when you put yourself into a situation with other gay niggas, you make yourself vulnerable. And so I have no sympathy for you at all. Good luck. Good luck. Who else? Yeah, I don't think Will is I don't believe the Will situation. I feel that that was a disgruntled ex-employee and he wanted to make it into something, which is stupid. Um I don't know the TD Jakes thing. What is it a new TD Jakes thing? He got accuser too? I don't know. Let me think. That's all I wanted to talk about today. That's it. Mm, if I'm doing anything, but yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about today. And we are almost at the 3 hour mark. Yay! Let me scroll up. It's a lack mindset because do you think me asking for money is going to ruin your perception to a great man, or are you aware that the same great man will pay for my attention? And I ain't never met no rich nigga that was tripping about you asking him for money. I'm sorry. I ain't never met no rich dude that wasn't using his money to impress bitches. A man with some money is gonna try to take you to the best restaurants. He gonna try to take you on trips. A man with some money is spending that money on his own. And you ask him, you tell him you need, you just inform, you giving him more information on how to impress you, and they're gonna use their money to impress you. This is what it is. Rich niggas don't be tripping about that. In all the ones I ever met, they like, I got rich so that I can have this leverage. I worked hard to get to this level so that I can. It's a part of my attraction. It's a part of my. Yeah, I look good. I smell good. I got the fly shit on. Me having the money is what separates me from these other niggas. So choose me. Like, I don't know a rich nigga that don't use that as leverage. Never met one. I just the truth. Close this up. Never. They're like, yeah, baby. That's what make me different. A part of that makes me different. It don't mean that that's the only thing about them that I need them to have, but it's a perk. It's a perk, honey. It's the perk of the situation, sweetie. Oh, I have uploaded. Shorten this. I've uploaded a new song. I wrote a song based on like it's about the gown, like the gown, doing a pageant. The analogy is doing a pageant. It's called The Gown, and I love it. I haven't finished mixing it yet, but I posted it just for people to hear it. And I usually update the file as I keep changing it or fixing it. But I uploaded it. I'm gonna upload it here too, but later. What y'all watching? What's the TVs? What's going on with the TV? Is there some good shows out? I haven't been watching anything for the past month. I know that The Night of the Seven Kingdoms is coming out next week or next something soon. Um I'll be in DC next week. I will. I haven't really been watching anything. What has come out? What's been some new shit? It's January. Ain't no new shit popping out. I see the trailer for Euphoria. What else? I don't know. I'm about to start season 2 of The Pit. I never got into The Pit. Isn't The Pit like a emergency room hospital show? I'm not really into shows like that, like Grey's Anatomy, or isn't that like the new version of Grey's Anatomy, or like that theme? I'm not into shows like that. Um, I don't know what else. I like any new true crime. Yes, it's one of the few I like because it's actually accurate. It is, but the show is amazing. What is different about it? I wouldn't even compare it to Grays. Like, what's different about it than like wasn't it another show that was the ER? Wasn't a show called ER? That was the same thing. It wasn't a show called ER. I just never got into it because it just didn't feel like it was unique or whatever. It felt like it was that same kind of thing. What makes it amazing? There's no dramatic love interest. Each episode follows all that happens in an hour of a 12-hour shift. Grey's is kind of kiddie compared to the pit, I would say. Each episode follows all that happens in an hour of a 12-hour shift. Okay. Who's 12-hour shift? The main characters? Like I think it's white boy. Is it the white boy that they follow? Or is it different characters that they follow? I see the main white dude that I be seeing talking on the little show, the little commercials or whatever. The main character is the first season is actually working on the anniversary of his mentor's death. So he's battling the emotional trauma while managing the chaos of the ER. Okay. Mm. Who's the villain? Is there a villain? Is there a bad person? Who's the villain of the show? How you feel about Tiana and her award? I love Tiana Taylor. I think Tiana Taylor has been grinding her way up, and we are finally seeing her reach her I don't want to say her full potential, but we're seeing her reach pop culture status. Um I think I think her her first movie where she played the little boy's mother, I think she should have gotten more award notoriety for that. More so than this. I think that this is just I like the movie. A lot of people um love the movie. I liked the movie. Um the villain is the hospital administration. Um I liked I don't find issue with her character. Um it was uh, I think there's a critique that you can make where I've seen black men make the critique um where they are comparing her to Holly Berry's Oscar win, where Letitia was having sex with that white man, and here she is having sex with Leonardo DiCaprio and the you know, and then she this is the character that she wins the Golden Globe for, and I can see it, but it feels a little like stretchy. It feels like a reach, but I understand a little bit. If other people were getting awards for great work too. Um, but yeah, I do think I like her character in her the other movie. What's the other movie? 10,000. Mm, what was Tiana Taylor's first movie?
Tayana is credited in 26 movies. Here are the first
Oh
three.
damn, she should have.
One battle.
No, the first one in 2023, not the first one, but the movie that I'm talking about is called 1001. I loved her in 1001. I think she should have gotten some type of notoriety for that. And she got a little buzz, but it just didn't grow into this. And so um I think you put her in the right um scenario, she can really do good. But I also think if you put her in a bad scenario, she can do bad because I hated her in that Tyler Perry movie. Um, yeah, but I'm glad that she's getting her notoriety because she's been out here grinding. She done did a lot of stuff. She done did a lot of stuff that I feel like she's not somebody. Nobody could ever claim that like she's an industry plant. She really has been doing. We've seen her. We got introduced to her as a 16-year-old on My Sweet 16, and then we have seen her choreograph Beyonce videos, dance in Kanye West videos, tributes to Little Kim, um, her music, her family, and the reality TV show. Um, just shit that she's trying out and shit that she's doing. I think it's been dope. Um, yeah, it's just hey Michelle. Um, I think that it is. I think it's about time. I think she should do more. I wish she and these songs that she's been performing, she's been really, really doing good. She did that Sade cover. She sounded really, really good. Her performance on Jimmy Fallon with Lucky Day was really, really good. They look good, they sound good. Yeah, she's doing really good. She has done really. I think people talk shit about the show, but I think motherfucking All Is Fair is good for what it is. The fashion is fire, the quirkiness of it. I love it. I love that show. So she's been just a part of some cute ass shit. She's snowballing. She's on her grind. So I love that she's winning and her ex who cheated on her ex-husband, is, getting to see her win. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And I was telling my homegirl on her status, she talked about it. I was like, I'm kind of vicariously living through her winning and her wins being so public. So he has to be forced to be able to see it. And part of me is a little mad because even though the chances of me doing a threesome with both of them was super, super slim, you ruining the marriage and cheating on her and breaking up made my chances even slimmer. And I don't like that. So you need to see her win Golden Globes. You need to see her looking fire. First of all, uh, her fashion, this whole run, this whole year, her fashion has been punishing. Her fashion has been like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Um, yeah, I love it. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to take my ass to sleep because I'm sleepy. So make sure y'all thumbs up, and yeah, I will see y'all later. Marsha Plate comes back. We record on Monday, and we come back soon. Got so much to talk about, but I will talk to y'all later, probably later in the week. I got um some other stuff I want to discuss, but it's more. It's more. I don't know if it's more niche, so I'll talk about it later. Thank you for the mid-afternoon live. Yay. Enjoy the rest of y'all day.